Vodafone presents the pre-match.
Welcome back to the ESL Pro League Matchday number 9 here in the North American Division on the B stream. We're one match down for the day, one series down for the day, and heading into our next, which is Cloud9 taking on INTZ.
Yep, should be a pretty interesting game.
Strong start. Yeah, we saw INTZ play yesterday, which was an interesting one. This is the first time that I've seen Cloud9 this season of the Pro League, but Cloud9, not actually a roster that... Oh, actually, I was going to say it's not a roster that's changed too much, but to be fair, they have changed a bit since I last casted them, so
yeah,
fair
look,
enough.
Tim, the current iteration of Cloud9 is a fantastic one. From the game that I watched of them, it was Golden, mad fragging everybody. Skadoodle was rifling and anchoring a bomb site and actually just wrecking everybody, and Automatic was trying to AWP, and it was not pretty.
Interesting. Just try to give Flusher an AWP. Why not? That's an interesting one.
Okay.
Well, Cloud9 going to have to play faster today if they do want to come out on top against INTZ. They can do that with Vodafone, of course. Cheers for sponsoring Pro League, guys. I don't really have a better little integration than that, but thanks for your work. Love it.
Yeah.
So, talking about Cloud9 again, the conversation that I want to have is, I think, a more interesting one for both of us, mainly because I get to put you on the spot, and that's always fun for me. But obviously, Skadoodle is announcing that he's retiring.
Yeah.
He's playing with the Cloud9 guys until they can find a fifth.
Yeah.
Because they need, they need a roster to play for Pro League. Where do they turn? Where would you go if you had control of this Cloud9 roster? Let's say that you can't buy anyone who's on Astralis, and you can't buy anyone who's on FaZe, just to keep this somewhat realistic. But if you're trying to find a replacement for Skadoodle, where are you going? Do you go to another EU player, bearing in mind that if you do that, they have to go play in the EU minor for the major, they have to go play in EU Pro League?
I mean,
or
we already talked about this, Tim. It's going to be that classic meme of the guy holding hands with the girl and then looking back at the other girl. And he should be holding hands with Wardell or one of those NA AWPers, and that's who they should be picking up. But in reality, he's looking back at Draken for some reason because Golden and Flusher are on the team. And that's probably who they're going to pick up.
Okay. Now, my question was, who would you go with, not who do you think they're going to go with?
They're going to go with... Well, they should
go
with Wardell.
Draken, but they should go with Wardell. And then just get your boy Chelios in there to replace him.
Wardell or like... there was someone else. Who's another really good up-and-coming NA, but there's somebody else I was thinking of. Oh, just get Nifty.
Gratisfaction.
Just get Nifty.
Sorry, I coughed a little bit.
Get Nifty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you
Steal
could get
Nifty from Envy.
Yeah, I think Nifty would.
No, save Nifty from Envy.
I was going to say, I think Nifty might appreciate it at this point. It's, yeah, that Envy team is looking pretty rough so far, early days. But yeah, so you reckon Skadoodle out Nifty, and I think that would be a pretty solid swap.
And I'm like someone who is like pretty vocally critical of Nifty on the Envy roster, and even when he was on Renegades, I always thought he was very inconsistent. But no one's ever seen him primary without having to in-game lead. So that is something that I really want to be seeing, to be honest.
That's true, and even on Envy at the moment, he's not in-game leading anymore as far as I know,
he's
but he's not primary either because JDM's there.
He's neither. It's like, oh, which one of his skills are we going to use? We're going to use his in-game leading skills or his AWPing skills? And it's like, he's just a rifler.
Yeah, he can be a secondary AWPer.
And you just go, okay.
Yeah, sure, that'll be... That's
and I guess we're picking up Cutler as well, are we? Yeah, we are.
All right,
That's
okay.
Right.
I'm going to stop you there because I don't want this to become a hate stream. I still think there's a chance for Envy guys to get better. Look, we'll give him time to grow, okay?
I like Cutler, to be fair. He's got a lot more major experience than a lot of other...
That's true.
A lot of other players. And it's not like he's ever been, a terrible player. He's always serviceable, always does his job. You put him on the spot, he sits there, he gets a kill. And that's all you can really ask for, really.
Tick. And then looking at these guys from INTZ, just while I'm playing this game, if you had to make a change here, I know it's harder because Brazilian players don't really any up-and-comers, but
what we need to do is we need to... what is it that I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the thing where two people run headfirst into each other, right?
Stupidity?
Stupidity.
Sounds pretty dumb.
Except this would be...
like the fusion dance from
This
Dragon
one
Ball.
needs to be INTZ, and this one needs to be Luminosity, and they need to just go BAM! And then all the players, the best players need to be left in the middle. You know what I mean? There's got to be some kind of sciencey thing that I'm thinking of.
There probably is, but at the moment it just looks like you're getting all these players and just mashing them up. And
we need to mash them up and then try to find the right formulation, because neither of these teams are doing so well at the moment.
Maybe that could be the solution.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I mean, actually, here's a concern for them. They're sitting 11th or 10th. I can't remember. Where's my notes? 10th. They're sitting 10th.
INTZ?
Yes.
Yes.
2 wins and I can't remember how many losses.
Lots.
Envy are sitting at 1 win.
So many losses.
Yeah. So the problem that INTZ are having if Envy can pull out a few wins and move ahead of them, then we could have INTZ falling down to the 12th spot, which means they'll wind up in the Mountain Dew League.
Which means that they won't wind up in the Mountain Dew League because they'll disband and try to get into the other Brazilian teams.
I'm trying to do a plug for Mountain Dew League here, and I found a way to integrate it, and now you've just ruined it. But yeah, could end up in MZL, where a lot of up-and-coming teams do come from. Of course, as we always mention, United came from there into the Pro League. Top team in MDL does make their way into the Pro League, so you can watch that. Maybe if you're good enough, play in that. Super fun. But yeah, I mean, it is, back on that point, it is pretty concerning for all these teams who are at the bottom. It's INTZ, Envy, and who's the other team who are down here? Rogue. Both on...
Rogue are playing right now. I was keeping a little eye on the scoreboard. It was like Rogue versus NRG.
How's that going?
And it was very early in the game, but they had rounds. There was rounds for Rogue on the board.
That's a good start. Interestingly enough, by the way, both those teams who are on 2 wins, both Rogue and INTZ, have both gotten their 2 wins in a 2-0, and both against the same team.
Oh.
They've both beaten Luminosity 2-0, and that's their only wins so far in Pro League.
Yeah. That's pretty good, but that's
And
also
nice
not good for Luminosity
Cloud9 have
because...
lost 2-0 to Luminosity.
Yeah. I mean, I was about to say, you know, that's not so good because then Luminosity now have played the lower teams in the league, which means they will obviously have to play the higher teams in the league, which means they will probably lose those games. But they have beaten Cloud9. I don't know that that's necessarily, like, unexpected. If you, like, look at the names on paper and the fact that Cloud9's having problems at the moment.
Yeah, they are a bit.
I'd say Luminosity could beat them. That's the thing.
I mean, well, it appears we're in no rush to get into the game, so I want to go back to this conversation about rosters, right? So, what do
spicy.
If we do, say, you think they're going to go for Draken, right? Do you think, if they do go, then they have to play all the EU path? How do you think that works out for them? If they don't have to play an EU Pro League and the EU Minor, I assume they have to move to the EU of the other leagues that they play in.
Yeah, that's probably why it's not going to happen, though.
Can you stop giving me 2-word answers when I'm trying to set something up here?
If they have to play in all that stuff, they're not going to do nearly as well.
That's true.
And also, I really just don't see Automatic and Rush playing in Europe. But I don't know. Do they get straight into the EU Pro League if they just change a player, or do they have to qualify for it?
I feel like because they're already in NA Pro League, like maybe there's a way to like transfer.
Yeah, but you look
I know
at
that
if you want to do a big plug, if you want to do a big plug for MDL, okay, this is how you do it. You go.
Teach me.
You try to put Cloud9 in MDL in America, they probably qualify. You try to put Cloud9 in MDL in Europe, it's actually really competitive. They have to beat teams like LDLC, and we've even seen teams like Virtus Pro in MDL, and those guys get upset by tier 2 European teams who are, or like even the tier 3 teams. Could like be really, really hard for Cloud9 to beat. They haven't had to experience those problems. They get to avoid all those teams because they just go to the Premier Lands or whatever and they just play the best European teams. The tier 3 teams in Europe are so annoying. Like, you could just lose to like a team full of Bulgarians you've never heard of and they're the gods. Because they play like...
We see it occasionally.
Yeah.
And even in bigger stages as well. But we need to bring our gaze back now. I want to say locally. It's not locally to us, but it's locally to the league. Moving back into North America and moving back into Cloud9 versus INTZ. We have to have a look at some odds from our friends over at Betway to see how everyone thinks this game is going to go. Pretty close. Favouring Cloud9, but pretty close.
Yeah, you'd expect Cloud9 to come away with the 2-0 here. Man, it's just the same thing. I think this is the 4th game, or the 4th 2-game series that I've cast for INTZ. So I'm 6 maps deep at this point.
What are your thoughts?
I'm a bit sad. I like a lot of these players. Even, you know, with all the controversy surrounding some of these players, you know, reputation-wise. No, even multiple of them, you know. In terms of their attitudes and stuff like that. They are all fantastic players, like world-class players.
100%.
And I really, really enjoyed watching the Immortals team play in their prime, and some of those players, you know, Phelps playing on Immortals, KNG playing on Immortals, and all that kind of stuff. Hey, which one of us was which? Were you Cloud9 and I was INTZ? Because I'm going to be pretty offended if that was the case.
I'm on this
I
side
think
of the
you
screen.
were Cloud9.
I was Cloud9. Yeah.
Damn it, production. I am not INTZ, okay? I'm definitely the Cloud9 of this situation.
What? You're actually... I was going to say you're the European mix, are you? But you're probably more European than I am. That said, I have 0 Brazilian blood, so...
Okay.
Let's just say the metaphor doesn't work. Either way, we are moving into Train. Our second map between these two teams...
I'm not Scandinavian.
Let me finish. Yeah. Our second map between these two teams will be Inferno. Now we move into Train. Pilly, it's a pistol round. Would you like to talk about it?
Pistols They are going to be shooting very soon. Smoke's going out onto the A-bomb site. That's a smoke towards Ivy. Flashes go over the top of the T connector. It's going to be straight through Ivy. As I was saying, Rush gets the first pick on Ivy, I believe that was. He's going to try to run into Hell, and these Ts are going to crunch on outside.
KNG finds the first frag for his team. Golden shooting them all in the back. Will eventually be able to compose himself for the headshot. Drop the bomb, but takes a dink. Now it's Skadoodle left on the bomb train, and Golden back Ivy. 3 versus 2. Skadoodle, though, quick one click. Playing pretty well so far these last couple of days. And he's got to do the bulk of the work here as Golden is very, very low. And Horvy's going to find that shot. Now all left up to Golden. And they're not even going to try and plant the bomb here. They're trying to find out where he's playing from. And in the end, it will be a quick and easy take for them. INTZ with the pistol.
Yeah, and that was a nice little strat from INTZ. I mean, they threw what is some very, very common smokes nowadays with the smoke that bounces off the little crane thing and goes down to block off the green train, and then another smoke onto the outside area, either towards Sandwich, sometimes E-box, right side bomb train. You can throw your smokes on lots of different positions and try to push different angles on the outside train, but rather than trying to hit outside directly, they go for a bit of the old misdirection, a bit of the bait and switch. They throw the smokes on the outside, try to make their way through Ivy, and they lose some duels, they win some duels, but in the end, they win more than they lose. Automatic with the double dink onto Zand, gets traded back by KNG pretty quickly as they try to split this outside area. Phelps in a pretty dangerous position here. He's going to pick up Flush, Horvy's going to pick up Rush, and I don't know who's going to win this train game for Cloud9 versus INTZ. Haven't seen too much of INTZ on train just yet, but it seems that this would be their map pick if Cloud9 is going to be allowed to play the CT side, because I'm pretty sure there's no knife rounds in Pro League. Anyway, we are going to be heading into another buy round. That was a pretty not close one, because INTZ had 4 alive. So yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. Cloud9 going to get the guns out now.
Get the guns out. Pull your guns up.
Well,
hold them sideways.
Unfortunately, we're not in tank top Cloud9 era anymore.
Oh, very unfortunately.
Feels bad. I think Skadoodle's the only player of that team left now.
Yeah,
well,
and he was not really the best representative of tank top Cloud9.
It was Freak and Sean who were carrying the team at that point.
Freak and Shroud, I agree completely.
I said Freak and Sean?
Freak and Shroud, yeah.
Okay, alright. Well, look.
Shroud looks the best in the tank top.
Shroudy, look, just
a beautiful
always
man.
I miss him in competitive CS.
Yeah.
I do.
Have you tried calling him? He never picks up.
No, he doesn't. I called him on his cell phone.
Late night when you needed his love.
And he didn't give me anything, yeah. Let's talk about Counter-Strike again, though, or more directly, as INTZ are going for the contact playthrough. Ivy behind the smokes. Flusher, close with an SMG.
Uh-oh.
Sprays
That's a
away,
sentence you don't want to hear.
Rush in a pretty difficult spot now, getting shot out from both sides and won't be able to win the fight against Cello. Flusher gets overrun as well.
Damn.
Golden up in heaven. Pretty powerful position as long as he doesn't give it up too early, but he's moved out and exposed himself, and he will be taken down by Zand in the end. All an automatic 1 versus 5, and he'll go down to Horvy as well.
It's ridiculous, Tim. INTZ are so bipolar on their T side, it's ridiculous. Sometimes they look so hesitant, like they don't know what's going on. It's like a different set of players on their computers. And then in some of their T sides, it's just like, wow, we did the perfect pacing. Wow, the perfect pop flash on every angle. My guy came out T-con to catch the guy in the side on the perfect angle. We have 5 alive, just completely smashed him first gun round. And then sometimes it's like, we forgot how to counter-strike.
Or rather, you could say their strike was countered perfectly by the opposition. So they forgot how to strike. The other team remembered how to counter. That's not how the game works. Either way, Golden playing close with a Desert Eagle.
Uh-oh. Never mind.
Zand
Zand's
checks
onto
it.
it.
KNG grabs automatic.
You ever been aim punched multiple times by an M4A4?
Yes.
It's not good.
Many times.
Many times.
Not usually on T side, but many times. Or by a T side M4, I mean. Double drop coming down now. Rush overwhelmed. Pretty standard stuff here from INTZ. Dotting their I's, crossing their T's. No one from Cloud9 able to get really even any major damage done. They've played this one perfectly. Been good so far on T-side train. I like it.
Yeah, that's okay though. Cloud9, they didn't really have the bestest of utility in the last round, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's a great start from INTZ, and I'm happy. I feel like Valve have actually fixed the game, Tim. Because usually this would say 5-0 because of all the saves after the bye rounds. But now we're only up to 4-0. There's still more It's just injecting more Counter-Strike into my brain.
Into your veins directly. Automatic and Flusher on the AWPs, which I'm not sure how I feel about yet, but we'll reserve that conversation for later. Feltz picking up Flusher to start off already. Skadoodle pushing through upper B, but will he get there quickly enough? Ooh, an automatic on the side hits the first one. Zan down, another player pushing through. Close 4v runs straight into him, and no scope. But Rush picks up Phelps in the meantime. 2 versus 3, the trade's coming through. Skadoodle got 2, Antsy down pop. Rush somehow wins that fight against Horvey. I have absolutely no clue how, but it leaves up to Cello, 1v2. Both AWPs have fallen for C9, so they need these 2 players to win this round, stay up, and grab those AWPs for the sake of their money.
I already told you, Tim, Skadoodle's their star rifler and bomb site anchor now. We're seeing it again. He's the inners player.
I know he is, and I'm sure there's a bit of that. I'm retired. I don't really care. I'm just gonna rifle and not care.
You know what though? He's not that bad at it.
I know. I'm not saying he is bad. My point's more, he's an AWPer, and he's really good with an AWP. Surely it would make more sense to have him playing his I don't really care about it rounds with an AWP when he can just push somewhere and get a bajillion kills. I don't know.
It's never really been his style, has it?
Yeah, no.
Maybe that's not what he wants to do.
Yeah, obviously not. KNG hit that shot. Automatic tag down to half. He does have that AWP in hand, so HP not really a concern. Golden's gone down though. KNG having a great impact. He's been a very good player for this INTZ team on that AWP. We saw a lot of it yesterday as well. A lot of him opening up rounds.
We're seeing another good T side from INTZ. I mean, we saw a good T side from them, or I did rather, against NRG previously, and then we saw another one against Renegades in the Dust 2 game. Now we're seeing another good T side so far against Cloud9. I mean, look at their money. It's ridiculous. They have so much cash.
They got dank
They can make
dollars,
it rain.
especially when they just lost a round as well.
They could purchase this whole train yard.
You get train yards for 10, 12, 15, $20,000?
I don't know. It depends what part of the world this is set in. I think it's in Russia, right,
Russia.
or something.
Soviet Russia. Automatic finds the first. That's going to bring it back into a 4v5, and Skadoodle playing very close. Can't quite finish the frag, but Automatic will do it for him. Now pushing up behind Oil. Looking to go deny this bomb plant. Rush on a big flank. KNG taken down by Flusher as well. Cello
Ouchie.
kills himself jumping into the bomb site, and there's an easy flank for Rush.
Unfortunate. Someone's going to need to put his foot up. He's twisted his ankle very badly.
Very badly. Fatally. I guarantee you that someone, somehow, in recorded human history, has died from a twisted ankle.
We can die for anything. We're basically just fleshy balloons ready to pop.
Meat bag.
Yeah.
Let's not have an existential debate here, because I don't want to. It's too early in the morning for an
It's
existential
not a
crisis.
debate. We're pretty sure we're both very
Yeah,
agreed.
I know. I said debate. Let me rephrase. I don't want to have an existential crisis this early on a Sunday morning.
And rain is falling.
Yep, still Sunday morning. I had to make sure it wasn't Sunday afternoon. Still all good.
Well, they haven't been the slowest of rounds, really, Tim. I feel like INTZ just do the thing on the parts of the map, and then once they're satisfied that they've done some things, they're going to go attack a bomb site. And either they win or they lose.
I love how specific you are. Today, INTZ will be looking to this round. INTZ will be looking to do the thing towards A. Tomorrow, they might look to do the
They
thing
have run
towards
their
B.
default control, where they try to take control of the map or prevent
you.
aggression, and then they go attack the bomb site. And I've said that 5 million times.
Yeah, but
That is a hot grenade.
how many times have you said do the thing?
That is an ouch.
So's that. KNG stuck on the ladder. His teammates can go up. They go for the double drop. Rush
Why are you
almost
looking
finds it
at that,
out.
Cello? Hello?
Yeah, they're about to go for the double drop, and Cello's just like, no. Rush is going to fight us here. In fairness, I was right.
Should I say cello?
Cello?
Cello? It's too late now. I've ruined it.
You have. You've binned it.
Normal for me, though.
Cloud9 looking pretty good in this round, though. 4v2 with 20 seconds left. INTZ going to save. Holding on to an AK and an AWP. Means that KNG can be re-equipped next round with the sniper rifle of his choice.
No. I mean, assuming it's all...
It
It's like
is.
saying, hey, you go to a car salesman, he's like, I've got this car. It's like, don't really feel like
It's
that
like-
one.
it's
He's like,
like
well,
the-
I've got still this car.
The Ford Model T, which you could get in any color so long as it was black.
It's So many choices. Should I get black or black?
Can I have green that's actually black or blue that's actually black or
Wow.
many options?
Well,
Just
he's got
like
it-
INTZ on their T side, have many options.
Showed it's a big and green one, and it's got a lot of power behind it.
They're not all big and green. Some of them have skins and are big in other colors.
No, they're all big and green. They've just been painted over. They're all big and green on the inside.
So what you're saying, no, I'm not making a Shrek joke. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We need to talk about CS here. Let's not get too silly. INTZ, once again, slow round. Looking like they want to set up for an A execute here. They've got a couple of players with utility at the ready.
How'd they get shut down in the last one? It was the ladder Molotov and then
The
push
ladder,
from
the
Rush,
ladder
right?
play. Yeah, he did
like
so
the
much damage with
s-
the molly and then got 2 in there.
Yeah, Rush is having a barn burner right now.
Well, he's having a ladder burner, really.
True.
Here comes the execute out into the A bomb site. Smokes amongst the trains.
It's
Rush
Rush
up on
again.
the first train. Yeah, Automatic
Ready.
going to find the first kill. KNG to trade on Flusher. Molotov's doing good damage and Rush still unknown. Horvy's just found him. Rush drops his gun. Probably need to grab that one, but the molly's there and he will get the kill onto Horvy in the end.
Style points.
Cello close on the bomb site. Trying to catch out the AWPer. Here's him jumping. Automatic. Can't quite hit that shot. Has to fall back. Left on just 5 HP. But in the meantime, his teammates are getting it done. And Golden stats up with 3. Oh, it's 2 in the round. I lied to you. I can count. But also says that AWPer drops it back to Flusher.
This is good times. Rush is just winning them this game. It's been a while. I feel like Rush has been very flat in this new Cloud9. Nice to see him have a good game. He pushed in and behind them, got some kills. He shot them down in ladder. That round he was on top of Blue Train, shuts them down out of Olaf and T-Con. He's just hard winning them the gun round. Good boy.
Good boy. Well done, Rush. This Flusher secondary AWP is a bit of an interesting transition as well, but seems to be working.
Yes, I would agree. It's interesting, I suppose.
Can we put Flusher back on an M4 and let him be sneaky beaky? That's what I want to see. Golden trying his best to get a big multi-frag, not able to do it now. A 2 versus 3, but Automatic on the bomb site. Who needs a scope when your name is simple? Oh wait, Rush. Sorry, my bad. Or Automatic even. I messed it up. I ruined it. Damn it.
I don't even know who we're talking about anymore. Who are we casting?
Automatic is what I wanted to say, and I binned it. But Horvy actually going for the play with the rifle first, but Scoodle's there to close it.
We casting
Rifle
Navi?
himself. I don't know, man. It's too hard.
And I was
See,
about
I was
to
referencing
say,
the simple no scope, and I wanted to bring it back to Automatic, but then I said Rush like a Dumbo.
I was about to say, Tim, before all of that happened, maybe the sneaky beakiest thing of all for Flusher to do is to have an AWP.
have an AWP and be up in their face. They need to take the first strat of yesterday that we saw on Mirage, which is do a massive flank, but with an AWP, and then no scope somebody.
Almost win a round in a game of Gladiator by creeping through the B bomb site
I'm
and
pretty sure
knifing someone.
I'm pretty sure they only stopped that round of Gladiator as well because like they got pushed in T. But back into this game, 1 for 1 off the start of the round. Automatic starting to turn up with the AWP here on train. AWPing A and doing reasonably well at it. Misses one there, but
Yeah,
dancing
there's
through the
ouchies there.
Molotovs. No, the grenade comes through as well. There's ouchies there. Once again, you're not incorrect. Golden flanking through either Ivy or from B. Spots that 1 and 2. Going to grab both. Doesn't need to wait for the third one. He's done
Mad
his job.
fragger. He actually was a mad fragger in the other series I watched.
He was good in Fnatic as well. Oop,
Was
bit
he?
messy, but Scooter gets it done. Yeah, he
I
was
wasn't
never
aware of it.
He had okay. Like he had some really good fragging when they won. Was it Katowice before he left?
I don't know, man.
I can't remember if it was Katowice or not. But look, he's doing well here
They
on
won Wesgy.
Cloud9.
But that wasn't really the best quality of teams, to be fair.
No, they won a big event right before he left.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
think it might have been Katowice for this.
I
like,
remember.
This year's Katowice.
I
you
stay.
remember? You stay.
I stay.
I'm glad, because I kind of need you for the next like 3 hours. Golden's going to flash himself out. Ivy throws a molly and a nade. Doesn't actually need to push it, just wants to throw his utility. Pistol round here.
See if
Ouch
anybody
for
wants to
Ints.
play catch. So far,
Difficult for Ints. Because it's easy for Ents, so
yeah,
Golden
shouldn't be difficult for him.
taking his time wisely to get out of dodge. Doesn't want to be too close to these pistols as they will now peek dry. Loses control of the spray, but will stay alive, and here comes the AWP to save the day.
And he's certainly getting out of dodge because he's really getting hit by all the
Uh,
bullets.
Someone saved Flusher. He had the situation last round. That's right, he's able to get both. Phelps
Worked it out.
Manages one.
That's what makes Flusher such a good player, Tim. He learns from his mistakes. This time, hit the shot.
Yes, because the mistake that every player makes in every round is that they accidentally miss. It's because they made it. It's because they
I
made
never
a
said it was
mistake.
an accident.
Oh, 4-3, 4-3. Behind the scoreboard, he's there. We couldn't see him, but the player on ramp was definitely visible. The team names, whatever.
Heart has come up. Ooh. All right.
Doodle was definitely visible at that point, but nothing visible there. And now KNG has been spotted, sees that in hand. Flusher running for his life. That's actually given KNG an M4, but
It's all a
aim punch
ruse.
going to be too much for Rush. Will get in there.
He went for the honey. And he was caught in the trap of the bear. If any player is going to be bear-like, it's probably KNG.
Why are you combining honey and bear traps now? This is some weird
know.
Winnie the Pooh nonsense.
Winnie the Pooh's amazing, dude.
I don't think there was bear traps in it.
Eeyore is my spirit animal.
Everyone's spirit animal. He's just an adult. Too rough.
God.
Too rough. Having a good time.
They're
Double
attacking
stacking
Zand
Ivy.
again. Golden
Sorry?
and Flusher, they just keep doing this, man.
The Fnatic Power Duo. I know how many people are there.
Fnatic power trio of 2.
Yeah, it's like how the Hitchhiker's Guide was a trio of 5 books.
Not getting the reference, but anyway, 42. That's what I have to say. They've taken inside control on it. I don't know if they've got ladder. I don't think so. Man, I've seen that so often where that dumpster prevents you from getting flashed, and it works very well once again. Good job, Zand. He's done it.
Ooh, Cello going to drop into his own molly to try and catch the off timing, and it works out. Horvey was there too.
Nice.
Now Automatic in a world of hurt has the hope that someone peeks him, but it's not going to happen. So now pretty much just got to try and survive, and KNG locking down his angle will stop that. 3 players now tagged a bit.
See the arm on Flusher there? Dear God.
Yeah. What? The arm.
The arm. You see how far he threw that molly?
Oh.
All the way to SL from A2, bro.
I thought you meant just his actual arm. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
In reality, he's just lifted his mouse, dude. That doesn't... It's nowhere near as exerting as throwing that grenade.
Just heard the footstep. Can't quite shoot at it. Which he'd like to. Cloud9 most likely going to get locked out of this round unless Superstar Rifle Skadoodle or Superstar Rifle Skadoodle, as someone say. Rifle Skadoodle and not Rifle Skadoodle. It's English is tough, man.
Rifle Skadoodler.
What do you do? Oh, I'm a Skadoodler for Cloud9. Ooh,
Well, not
nearly hit that
anymore.
one as well.
Not anymore. He's
Technically,
not.
he's still here. No scope him. Nah, too difficult.
Yeah, it would be so difficult to press mouse 1, wouldn't it, Tim?
Right time. I'm sorry, we're having too much fun. Got to stop having fun. Fun is banned. Cloud9 not having too much fun in this one. Flusher will stay alive
They're
from that
okay,
bomb.
dude. They've got so much money. They're just going to keep jamming these double orbs.
You've said this a few times. Why is double AWP a thing that you jam for you? you said it a lot yesterday as well. It's like, oh, they're going to be jamming double AWPs. Like,
My jam on
are
train.
they having a jam while they do it? Are they jamming them into the other team? Like, I don't know.
I feel like you're jamming them into the other team. They're very long and pointy. I don't know. It sounds rather unpleasant.
Depends on what you're into, I suppose. Full gun round once again here for both teams. That double AWP is being jammed on by Cloud9. Jammed in? Jammed? I don't know. Something.
Toward.
They're jamming. Jamming toward by Cloud9. Yep, that's good English.
Suggestively.
They've given up this double stack at Ivy now, choosing to rotate Flusher elsewhere. It's Golden who's going to have to try and solo hold this, but 2 players there.
Yeah, Flusher's pieced it to inner. With the old Skadoodler.
That's
Ooh,
such a good,
that's
such
an
a good
ouchie.
nade. So well timed. See ya, boys.
Laters. Good luck playing without a pelvis, mate.
Ow. Flush into A main will give Rush a bit of info. Can't go too far, but gives him a good idea of what's happening. Now is to go look back towards SL. And a molly in there as well, just to force them out. And it's going to try and move over towards B, but 3 players here. All this info that Rush is getting around A main and Pop Dog, and with the fact that Golden's still holding Ivy, does mean that they can get 3 players over here quite comfortably. And now they've spotted some util start to come in.
3
They
on
know that's
inners and
happening.
Rush is in SL. That's a rough one.
Yeah,
What
he just
is
heard the
KNG
footsteps.
doing?
He said the footsteps leave, so he might just go back. Are they going to try and flank through to A?
They're going A. And Automatic's already rotating because Rush has heard everything. Rush is shooting Phelps in the side already. What was that?
And now
See, this is what I'm talking about. INTZ's T sides. It either looks like there's nothing that they can do wrong, or they do everything wrong.
yeah, I mean, that was... Was their plan on B there with those two players? Like, you're not going to sell much of a fake with 20 seconds
If
left.
they're going to sell the fake, why is the rest of the team already there and has to run all the way back through
Yeah.
white walls and brown halls to get back to T-Con, which by the way they have no control over.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird times. Weird times. Cloud9 going to hit 8 though. Having won the CT half, looking to do more damage here on Train. INTZ have sufficient money to get another gun round out, but it'll have to be a little bit more organised than that one, I think. Full belt of utility, 5 kits for every player on Cloud9. Well, not 5 each, 5 in total. Golden trying to play up close to SL, or SL to Ivy even. He's got Flusher there for support, but a lot of pressure going to be on him here, especially because Flusher can't peek this. KNG is there. Instead, Golden dry picks it, only gets the 1, and Flusher picks into KNG as the smoke pops. Automatic has completely cleared out B halls. Going to rotate back over to A. Just going to gamble on it being A, and unfortunately, scouting party currently heading over to B. Automatic going to smoke it out though, buy a bit of time, but here's the sole player B, and he's an AWPer, so once again, a round that may end up being decided by the positioning here of Rush, once again in bottom SL. You can either hear this for info, or he can quick flank, depending on how they choose to play it.
I like what Zan's doing here.
Yeah, Zan's about to throw a fake through Ivy. Either that or wrap all the way around. Behind them. Rush, if he goes up now, will be behind all of them, but of course he cannot know this. Skadoodle here will be telling him exactly what's happening, and going to throw the molly over the top. Rush has found his timing, but not well enough because he have KNG looks away and misses the shot. Now Rush can get this third kill. KNG fires the shot when he couldn't actually see it as well, so now into a 2 versus 2, 25 seconds left. Got time to go to either bomb site, and they are going to go to A now with Zand out of Ivy. Both players have rotated as well, so well played by INTZ. They're going to be able to recover this.
That's how you play the rotations. You see, Zan's on that side of the map already, so it actually makes sense for them to go back. Last time they had absolutely no control and they tried to run the fake. Uh-oh.
Just a tiny bit off there from Skadoodle. That could have been the plant denied.
Not quite able to doodle it correctly.
Yeah. Not the correct amount of doodlering. This time, both players, they should know where they're coming from. Skadoodle almost wins the fight on Cello, but now it's onto Automatic. Looking for a quick scope, not going to find it. Should honestly just go in with the pistol at this point. They're so low, but Cello's going to win the fight. Fortunately for Cloud9, around they had a pretty good handle on, but
So much money.
Skadoodle gave up Ivy too early on. That's true. There
It's okay
is
to lose.
several dollars.
You got the cash.
Oh, it's okay to lose if you have money. Can you use in-game cash to just buy a round?
How much
New
would
meta,
that cost?
everyone saves to 16k and they buy a round for like whatever 5 times 16k is.
50 and then 5 times 6 is 30. So 80k. Is that right? It's 80k, right?
32.64,
It's
yeah,
80k.
80k.
Yeah.
I was just admiring how long that was taking you to work out what 5 times 6 is.
Come on,
In the
bro.
meantime, KNG has found the openers, and with the second, I actually lied to you, there's been other kills as well. 2v5 here. Once again, it's Automatic and Skadoodle with the work to do. And INTZ now, they had that round that was a little bit weird, and now they've had 2 good T-side rounds in a row. Okay.
They're doing the rotatoring again.
I'm going to make it a little bit more competitive now, though, these Cloud9 boys. They are both going to go into inner. They hear the smokes and the molly's coming. That molly's going to hit default. The Horby's going out. There's a player lurking out on A, but going to have to go for the flank. The bomb's already here on B, at least for now. No, bomb's going back. Phelps has called that it's clear.
Nice.
This is a good play from INTZ. They're very willing to change where they're going based on info that they get. That's a big missed shot from both AWPers. Horby not going to catch out Skadoodle, though, and now they know where he's coming from. They don't know that Phelps is close here, Cloud9, and he's going to hit a great shot onto Automatic. Skadoodle now looking for the 7th round for his team. 1 flashbang to work with. It's going to be the best flash of all time, and that's not going to do it. KNG misses the shot, but Phelps is here for the cleanup. Should be very easy indeed. Skadoodle actually does take down KNG, but Phelps cleans it up. 8-7 is the half.
Yep, and if INTZ even have a half-decent CT side, they should be able to come away with this map. They definitely did quite well on their T side. Man, I felt like they threw a whole bunch of those rounds in the middle, and then the earlier and late parts of their T side looked like pristine. It was like, wow, this is really good, and then, wow, what's going on? And then, okay, they've got it again. They've worked it out. But, I don't know, we'll see what C9 do on their T side. I don't imagine that they're going to be able to be super organized in their current form and their current situation. So I could actually see INTZ coming away with this one, Timothy.
Well, we will see. All comes down to the pistol round for now. See if Cloud9 have got something for us here on their T side. Golden's already thrown a bit of utility, plus he's got that molly in his hand as well for the post plant. Skadoodle. Skadoodle, the entry fragger, going out onto B by himself while his team take A. And he's going to be able to get through Con as well. A lot of space being taken here. That's sharp from Rush. There's Skadoodle on the flank. Excellent pistol round from Cloud9 so far. Just 2 kills remaining, and they've already got good post plants. Rush is ready, or Automatic even is ready for this kill to come in. KNG can't just sit here forever. T's have no reason to push him. He should just drop, get it over with. Either that or he's going to sit here for the next 30 seconds and hope.
Easy there, Tim. He's got a family, mate. Don't just tell him to jump. ESL.
What if SL stands for save life? And it's actually it's actually a good thing. Zan looking to get a few kills here on the save, and he will manage one, but they're consolation frags. They're nice consolation frags, but they're consolation frags. Bomb going to go off. Cloud9 will take 9. How many more will Zan get?
None.
The answer is none. Thank you for playing with the Pro League Pop Quiz.
He needs to click his mouse to get the kill. He did not click.
This is true. Man, MIBR starting off 6-0 over Liquid for those who are interested.
Or if you've got a really good mouse, you can smash it on the desk and sometimes it'll click for you. If you've got that weird, like...
I feel like that's a really bad mouse. If you just beat it to death on the desk so many times that it just misclicks when you hit it. KNG going for the armor and the P250.
No, you already had the armor. Remember?
That's true. Going for the P250.
Remember?
I remember.
I remember.
That's true.
What do you remember of?
I don't know.
Stupid,
They didn't give me a membership
stupid
card.
idiots club.
Whoa.
Got him.
Whoa. Fine. You cast the round.
Automatic
has
is only an USP.
I mean, he knows they're not going to have armor. Just play pistol round 2.0. Why not?
So many ding-dongs happening right now.
Can't say that on the stream, man. KNG left with armor and a P250. Maybe he can steal a kill or two away if he's lucky. If he manages to find Automatic and or Golden. But I mean, to be honest, once Automatic's planted the bomb, he's done his job. And
He
got a
doesn't even
USP.
care. He only spent $1,000.
He bought
It's only
armor and
one
that was it.
rack. That's not even racks, plural. It's just a singular rack.
Took me a second to realize what you were talking about. Like, I was thinking like a shelf sort of rack, and I was like, do they cost $1,000? Why are they a unit of measurement?
Man.
He's spent one set of car tires on his armor. I don't know how much car tires cost. Rush losing engagement with a Mac 10. That's going to feed some more money to KNG. Last player you want to be giving money to.
Don't feed him money. He needs the money for his whopper.
Exactly.
He can buy a meal now. Unbelievable.
He's getting 2,400 at the end of this round. They just gave him enough money for an AWP. If he keeps the armor here, he won't even have to glass cannon.
And he's got a smoke.
That's actually pretty big for INTZ that Cloud9 can do that.
Easy for INTZ. Gonna
There's the AWP coming out. He can buy a flashbang or something to go with it as well.
Nice. Let's go, KNG. He was real good against Renegades yesterday. I was very impressed. And it was T-side AWPing as well. He did it the hard way. And he looked good doing it.
Early. Cloud9 have got the AWP out on Automatic once again. Just give us a flusher at this point. Make him be the primary AWP. That'd be fun.
Why you gotta hate on your fellow Timothy?
I'm not even hating on him. I'm not saying he's doing bad. I just think it would just be fun. Let's just have flusher primary. Why not? Golden can primary. Anyone can do it. Let's have 4 AWPs and not give one to
Here's a
Skadoodle.
crazy thought. What if you gave it to that Skadoodler guy you were talking about earlier?
That sounds too... What we should do is have 4 AWPs on everyone but Skadoodle.
Okay.
And he can have a Mac 10. That aside...
It's kind of weird how much Cloud9 are memeing considering the fact that they are at danger of sort of getting overtaken in the 6th position in the
they're
Pro
really-
League.
They're not memeing that much.
Eh.
What do you think they're doing right now that's memeing?
Well, if you just give Skadoodle an AWP in these games, like,
Maybe he doesn't want it.
true, maybe. We don't know what's going on in their heads.
Yeah, exactly. I would be interested to know though, because like surely you'd think.
Skadoodle was doing so good with the rifle and Automatic was doing okay with the AWP the other day that I actually thought they might be playing on each other's computers. But as I've seen more and more games, I don't think that's correct. That would be scandalous.
I'm glad that you resolved that one for us.
Yeah. What would even be the penalty for something like that? Anyway.
I don't know. I have no idea. That's a great molly though.
Yeah, Phelps and Cello are so good in that SL together. That's
and
like.
Also, you know, the fact they're playing double SL. Cloud9 played 1.
Yeah.
In their entire T side.
Yeah, but Rush counts for 2, so it's
that's
fine.
true. Automatic, not able to win against KNG.
But you think about it, right, Tim?
I'm going to think about it, yes.
You get 2 of the, like, these guys are crazy good as aggressive riflers.
Mm.
And that's your duo on the, like, forward train yard players.
Yes.
Of riflers.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make you pretty hard to beat. And then you got KNG, who's, like, a pretty sick AWPer. Zan's quite a good bomb side anchor. That's the making of, like, a pretty attractive little team there.
They're going for the double AWP here as well, having stolen automatics.
Who's got the secondary?
Horvey.
Oh, Horvey, yeah.
Yeah, boy, Horvey.
He's going alright for himself this game.
Yep. And as for Cloud9, Pistola. Couple bits of armor, small utility. We're going to go for a good old B.
Good old B. Hopefully they don't take too much of a beating on their way there.
Nope, 2 out of 10.
Be true.
10 out of 10, as an Australian.
Be yourself emote?
No.
Does that count for anything?
I
Alright.
actually don't like beetroot, but as an Aussie, I feel I must support it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll eat it out of a can. I'm a crazy man.
Oh, bruh, living the dream. Rush into B coming in for Cloud9 with those pistols. Zand lurking around with the AK. Easy kills, easy points. Skadoodle trying desperately to get the bomb down, but will be denied. And there's Zand with a big old shutdown before Automatic finally trades. Oh, that could have been it for Flusher. But unlucky. Now he's got to play a flanking. Going to try and get this kill, but the spray not going to land for him. Cello with the cleanup. No bomb plant, only the 1 frag. Well played for INTZ.
Yeah, good job from Zand. Showing a lot of grit there. Am I right, Tim? Yeah, like Zand.
Yeah, I know. I got it without you having to explain it.
The whole point is that I have to explain it. Because it triggers you more. Alright. Flusher's actually gone on the ump when... Can I do some maths? No. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to have an AK.
Well,
really.
the UMP is 1200, which puts him at like 2k, then all the utility he bought.
2.2k plus 1100, 3300 plus the 800 that he had. He would have had an AK and like 2 flashes.
He could have had an AK and like not much use.
Yeah, he wanted to. That's what I already deduced. We didn't have to have that conversation. Golden shutting one down in T-Con, but he gets traded back. And that's what I'm telling you about, Tim. These 2 aggressive up at the train yard is going to be very disruptive stuff. And Horvey is AWPing very good.
Automatic nearly finds the shot through the smoke, but not able to convert it.
Oh, no. Don't abandon. I was about to say, you don't abandon it now, Automatic.
No, it gets Skadoodle.
You can't give up now. Don't just throw the AWP away like that.
Gets it. Skadoodle to go get it.
How funny would it be if he throws it away? He's like, all right, time to win. Just picks up the AK and gets a 4K.
Here we go, guys. All right. Nah, see, the mind games was he shot the AWP, then shot the AK to make them think that there was 2 Ivy. So now he's playing the mind games. Don't worry about the fact
I didn't even think about that.
Don't worry about the fact that they could hear the guns falling.
That's the first time you've actually impressed me with your CS knowledge. I didn't even think about that.
I can't even tell if you're memeing me or not. I honestly can't even tell if you're memeing me or not.
Wow. I would never even consider that.
You're welcome. Turns out you're not mind gaming correctly.
Anyway, they're going to run into inners and get shot down here, so...
Yeah. I mean, if maybe there'd been some more pressure on A site, then that could have been a contributing factor to INTZ actually continuing to think there was 2 Ivy, but probably not. Either way, they're going to try and get down behind this smoke. KNG spots the gap and is far too ready for it. Zand is once again in the position to shut him down. Did Skadoodle just hit him while he was falling out of the air? I'm fairly certain he did. I hope we can get a replay from that from his POV, because what the heck?
Why do heck?
Guns down, or bombs down even. Guns not down, but now one more is. It's all on Skadoodle here with that AK-47. I feel like that one was a bit of a gimme, but Phelps finishes him off. Double AWP recovered. INTZ will make it 10 apiece.
It's looking like an INTZ game. I didn't think they'd be able to win any of these maps. Their train T side, though, was very impressive.
Hmm.
And their CT side, the roles for their team make sense. Like, every player that's in their position that they play. Like, sometimes you watch a team play, you know, for example, there's this team that I know,
Oh, yeah.
they have this guy AWPing when he's never really done it before, and then this, like, guy who's been, you know, a really good AWPer, he's on the rifle. And
I think I might have heard of them. Are they called... I'm kidding. I was going to say your team, but I can't do it to you. Run boost across. Horvey spots the foot.
scandalous. Cover those up.
The feet is fine. It's the ankle that's the problem. And all the T's wear long pants, so it's okay. Can you imagine if we had a T model that was just like wearing shorts and thongs? Just ran around. AK-47 shorts and thongs.
I really need to see that happen.
At Modders.
DE Sydney.
DE Western Sydney.
Can't get to B site because there's a traffic jam.
An A site. Train would be terrible. Because actually, a train would be perfect because none of the trains run on this map. It's very appropriate.
Instead of just one train on the overpass, there would be like 4.
All stopped.
Anyway, don't imagine Cloud9's going to get too much done. They have no more utility left. Handful of pistols, literally, because that's what you hold them with.
It's a big hand to carry that many guns in.
Yep.
Sure, it's
One
doable,
for each
though.
finger.
The P250 is quite small. Deagle will be more annoying. KNG going to get baited into a shot from a shoulder pick. He'll miss it. Throws a Molotov to disperse the B rush that isn't happening. It's just Skadoodle looking over here trying to bait out something. Maybe get a kill. But here's Cello shutting him down. KNG hasn't spotted out that one. But ooh, okay. A couple kills come in. Flusher able to get the gun. Right, here we go. Flush of the primary op. What?
I was about to say, Tim,
Excuse
you shouldn't be
me.
memeing right now.
Dude, I'm not. 100%. This is strategy. He's going to try to save the AWP now because the bomb's in a terrible position, but he's got away with
when
it.
Flusher gets in a position like that, the chances that he wins the round are actually ridiculous. Like, if he had more time there,
Yeah.
you'd be very scared.
Spooked.
You'd want to be holding something. Probably your mum. Or your dad. Depends who's your favourite.
Why you got to do me like that?
I haven't done you like anything, Tim.
Double AWP on the T side, flush and automatic. Here we go. It's time. Honestly, just give one of them Skadoodle for fun. Maybe. No? Alright. You know, it's fine. Don't need to.
Is he doodling?
Run boost him. Run boost the AWP. Yeah, do it. Here we go.
They're not doing it.
They
What
are
you talking
doing it.
about? Are they? I
Yeah,
think they
100%.
are
They're
doing it.
doing it. Let's watch the AWPer. Let's do it. Didn't need to say it anyway. It's fine.
Wow. Fascinating.
Going to be a bit of a molly down SL here.
Which
Flush
line
is
is this?
just
They all look the
deciding-
same.
Deciding which way to
Ah.
actually line it up.
Where am I?
Did
Just
you
loses his
say,
mind.
you say, Mum, where am I?
I said, where am I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, look, this cello guy.
Oh, come on. That's so rude. Shoots into the AWP so it falls down. Disrespect.
Wait, did Flusher have the AWP there?
They had double on T side.
No, I didn't even know that.
I said it at the start of the round.
I
See,
didn't
there's the
even
AWP. There
pay
it is.
You
There
think
it
I
is.
listened to you?
No. You saw it there. It was on Cello's cam. He's like looking at an AWP. There it is. Rush, cops an AWP shot, a Molotov, and a flashbang. Oh. Clean shots from the Brazilians here. Cloud9 getting shut out in this gun round. Angie gets baited into missing a shot, but he's able to recover in time. In the meantime, Automatic's found Phelps, but Rush just peeking a little bit too wide. KNG going to clean up Automatic. Big rounds from him on the AWP. 3 kills in that one. 12 to 10. Int's looking to run away with this now.
Look, usually I meme around and I don't really believe it that much, where I say like, oh, you know, especially when you have like a veteran player. It's different when someone comes from MDL into Pro League, but you know, Pro League is a learning experience and you improve over Pro League. I actually feel like KNG is getting better every game.
He's actually ridiculously sharp. It's pretty insane. It's a shame that, well, I mean, he's still playing in Pro League. We'll see him in Ints for a bit, but Cello's shutting him down. There's that. This is a gun round. Going well for Cloud9 so far.
they're getting shut down everywhere, and it's just the aggressive riflers doing huge work. KNG on the AWP, going absolutely ham. Whenever they go inside, Zan's just put himself in a really good position. You see he's still got like completely full util on inners. He hasn't even dropped any yet.
Four v 3 still. Cloud9 in the driver's seat. Automatic. In a pretty nice position here, actually. He's found his way behind Horby, and he'll strike fast, taking that kill. KNG goes out for or Phelps even goes out for the trade, but not able to find it. Quick score update for those who might be on this stream who are curious. MIBR just 14-1 Liquid. That is with a Zeus standing in place of Twists, but that's still pretty nasty. Back in our game, though, Phelps just spammed down Flusher through a smoke. Automatic's going to swing in, catches out the reload. 2 versus 2. Cloud9 need this round pretty badly. Automatic's feeling it so much, he's going to go back to the AWP off the AK. KNG walks in behind at the
Speaking of
perfect
people
time.
who's feeling it,
Yeah, now Rush, pretty difficult clutch. Knows where KNG is coming from, but KNG doesn't miss those. Give him the opportunity, and he will take it. 13-10.
doesn't miss it all so far, it seems. Cloud9 look lost on their T side.
They do a bit.
It's like every round they go towards Ivy and try to look for a pick, which they don't get. And then they try to push them out of SL, which doesn't work. And then they usually lose picks to the AWP or try to go execute outers, in which case Cello or Phelps shuts them down, or KNG AWPs a whole bunch of them. Or Zan shuts them down at inner. So no matter what happens, they are pretty much losing.
Basically. INTZ are actually a solid team. I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen from them so far. Like you've said, they do seem to have good players in all the roles they need to be in. And they're all able to hit their shots when it counts. Cloud9, not sure they're actually going to get too many more rounds in this one.
If INTZ improves their structure and calling and stuff, they definitely could be a scary team. That's why I keep saying, like, I've casted so many of their games and I keep getting disappointed because I feel like, on paper, it looks so good.
Yeah, like, watching them play, I'm actually amazed that they've only managed to win 2 maps so far in Pro
Yeah,
League.
100%.
Like, it's these...
And people rag on, like, Zand and Horvey or whatever. Mostly Horvey, people meme about it, but they're not bad players.
No, certainly not. It's a team with a lot of promise.
If, like, you know, quotation marks, like, Horvey's the worst player on your team, you're doing pretty good.
Yep. Zand a little bit spooked, but we'll spot out Flusher. KNG not having a problem with Rush either. 14-10, Cloud9 will get another buy through, but this is it. This is their last chance. They're going to spend pretty much all of their money getting into this round. Skadoodle's doing it. Ah,
Don't be silly, Tim.
so baited. He dropped an AWP. I believed. That's all right. The noodle is in the server, technically. The gun itself.
Isn't his knife called Noodle?
I don't know. I thought his AWP was called Noodle.
Nah.
Pretty sure it is. Maybe they're both called Noodle. Who knows?
His AWP's got I buy power stickers all
Yeah,
over it, so I
that's
wouldn't be
'cause
surprised
he
if it's
was
called like Few or something.
I buy power, you know the few. Yeah, few, like
Few.
P-H-E-W. It's stat track and it's got a few kills, like a couple thousand on it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's actually F-E-W, I just can't spell. That's the one I wanted. But hey, it's fine. Cello this time locking down SL alone. I lied. Phelps is right behind him. I can't read maps. Don't trust me to be your navigator. Zan
Wouldn't
pushing
trust
into
you with
upper
anything,
B.
Tim.
Zan's pushing into upper B as well, so INTZ are about to have all of the info.
Yeah, as if that's something they haven't had this entire game.
You're right.
Doesn't even need to push, really. Alright. Zand can chill in uppers. Doesn't need to push anything. Even if Cloud9 go for down lowers, he can shoot some people in the side. He could definitely get the info that it's not going to be inner here, and INTZ haven't even been pushed out of SL.
Oh, lots of damage done. Skadoodle tries to get the
Best of
refrag.
luck.
Cello still hits it. KNG now close at A main. Spots them coming out of T-Con. 1 kill. Looking back through the smoke the correct way, and that's just a shutdown. So clean from INTZ. 15-10.
And they're so good at like playing off of each other and knowing what angles are covered and stuff. Like it's quite hard unless you're very, very familiar with Train, playing aggressively up the tray yard in SL and knowing, oh, I'm going to cover T-Con now. Oh, I'm going to go cover Ivy. And knowing that the SL player isn't peeking T-Con and he's just still trying to hold on in there. They're doing a fantastic job of an aggressive train yard setup. And they've done such a good job at it that they really haven't needed to change what they're doing this entire CT side.
Oh,
Everything's
man.
working for them.
That was a pretty filthy peek from Cello. Rush just got deleted.
And that's the perfect kind of position to put someone like that in. And I just need to, like, I think INTZ have a pretty decent coach. So as long as he's able to keep improving the team, keep doing good work and stuff, get these T sides together, get the roles and the positions sorted to be able to enable these players to play to their maximum potential, this roster's just going to continue to go strength to strength, I feel like.
Flusher actually wins the spam battle with Cello this time, but only just.
It's ridiculous that he's kept going for it, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's lost he's like down 10-1 and he wins the last one. He's like, ha ha ha.
Rip. Well, Flusher, 4 HP, 1v3. Fnatic Flusher could do it. We'll see if Cloud9 Flusher can. I'm not filled with hope, to be honest with you here. But maybe. Maybe there's something for us. 4 HP, 45 seconds. It would certainly be one hell of a clutch if we can get it across the line. First player is behind him, though. It's KNG. And before we even get excited, INTZ close it out 16-10. Very good game from them.
100%. Very impressive stuff. They made that look far too easy. The only rounds Cloud9 really got were pistols, as well as a few gun rounds in the middle where it felt like INTZ was a little bit confused about what they wanted to do in terms of resolving their T side. That was a much more one-sided game than the scoreline indicated.
Yeah, it certainly was. Cloud9 didn't look the best there. I still want to know what's going on with this Skadoodle situation. I'd love to see him have an AWP just for old time's sake. But I mean, Automatic actually had some decent rounds on it.
It just triggers me because it's like, you need to win rounds. Why don't you just do the thing that's more likely to win you rounds? I mean, I know you're trying to like look forward into the future and maybe try to like.
But they're most likely picking up an AWPer unless they want to transition Tim to rifle. Maybe they want to transition Tim to AWP
maybe Automatic's bored and he wants to become an AWPer. I don't know.
Maybe they're going to transition Tim to AWPer full time and grab a rifler. But that'd be real.
That would be a big mistake.
And like, even if you can make the argument that maybe Skadoodle on the AWP isn't what wins them rounds, but maybe it's less of that and more Automatic on a rifle.
Yeah, it is Automatic on a rifle that wins some rounds. That's why it's ridiculous.
Rather than necessarily having.
It's not necessarily that I care who has the AWP. It's just the fact that your most impactful rifler, your most consistent player, you're giving him something that is going to take one of your biggest strengths in the every iteration of every Cloud9 roster away, and it's like, why? Just don't understand.
It's not a question I can answer for you, unfortunately, but INTZ claiming their third map win in the entire Pro League so far this season, and their first here against Cloud9. They'll be pretty happy with that so far. Once again, the only two maps they have won prior to now were both against Luminosity, who Cloud9 have lost to.
I mean, in all honesty, INTZ are going to improve more and more the more games they get in. They really can't. It'll be very, very unlikely for them to make their way through to the finals from this point, but avoiding relegation is very important.
Certainly is, and that right now is where Envy is sitting in that 12th spot. They're in the instant relegation. I believe the next two spots, 11th and 10th, play for it. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's something like that. But either way, basically stay out of bottom three is the way to go. And right now they are in bottom three, but if they can get a 2-0 here against Cloud9, which I think is reasonable given how we just saw them play, then maybe they can avoid that.
Hopefully so. I would like to see more of them.
But INTZ, I don't think they'll be able to make it that far, but certainly them and the rest of their teams are all fighting for the finals over in Odense in Denmark, where you will be able to go and check out that action. It's where the season finals were 2 seasons ago. They were in North America last season, and now they return. So we're on the road to Odense. If you're wondering what that little TRTO that pops up on the corner of the screen is, there it is, the road to Odense.
Yeah, the Odense, exactly.
The Odense. Sure. I feel like that's not. I'm not sure if that's more catchy or less, but the Odense. Excellent. Yeah. Fabulous. That's where we're headed. We're all going on the Odense.
Forward to it.
On the Odense again.
Okay, Tim. It was a bad joke. I knew it was a bad joke when I said it.
I know. I just thought I'd run it into the ground before we went to our break. So we're going to do that really quickly. We'll be back very soon with Map 2 between Cloud9 and INTZ.